Hello, 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 and welcome to the Cup TV, part of the Cup Network, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and we can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I am your girl Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. Her. And if you have some tea, you know what to do. Hit me up. I am currently just drinking a little water here because hydration is important. And if you're someplace hot, stay hydrated, please. And I always have my handy dandy cup mug available. Party for me, party for the cup mug, party for me, party for the cup mug. And you can get your cup mug at lanagcreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we have all kinds of good stuff and fun things that you could take a part of in that Etsy shop. So go take a look. And we do ship domestically here in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. And we do ship internationally. So there are no excuses. Get your cup merch, period. But yes, I am here. As you can see, I am here back talking about Claim to Fame. Season 3 has started. Yay! We are back. We are back. We are back. And we're talking about Claim to Fame. And I'm going to say this. And I'm going to say this with the best intention that I have. Um I hope this season heats up. It just started. It just started, so I think it's gonna heat up. I think it's gonna heat up. I'm not going to judge it too soon because that's not fair. But a lot of people say things about third seasons of a lot of shows don't usually, add up to the other two seasons. But I think this has a potential to be good. But I hope it does heat up. Um, I am going to bring up my visual because honestly, I don't remember everybody's name. It just started. Give me a break. It just started. So I am going to pull up my visuals so we could talk about this group here. Um, let's start off with Bianca. And I wanted to have all of their two truths and a lie. I'm going to pull that up on my iPad so we could have that so I can tell you what their two truths and a lie was. So let me pull that up and we'll talk about that. But while I'm doing that, let me tell you about what you should be doing, what you need to do. What I'm asking of you is to subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to this channel and do all the things. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss a single video when we drop it. We have a lot of videos coming your way here on the Cup TV. Like as we're doing Claim to Fame, we're starting Big Brother this week or next week. We're also in the middle of Love Island. We put videos out for Love Island every time a video episode drops. We're here the next day, and we're talking about the mole. So all of those things are going on, and so we got a lot of stuff going on here at the Cup TV, but we also are part of the Cup Network. So we have 3 other channels that you can subscribe to and get notifications because there's stuff going on all of those channels as well. So what you can do is go to the description below, hit the link tree, click all the YouTube links, subscribe to all of those channels, hit the notification bell to all of those channels as well. And then you can also follow us on our audio podcast channels as well. If you need to just listen to us on the go, we appreciate that. And also our Patreon is down there as well. So you can go down there, click on our Patreon where you'll get early access to shows across all 4 channels and exclusive content across all 4 channels. So you might want to check that out as well. So now let's get into it. Let's get into it. Bianca was our first person. And as every uh, season of Claim to Fame starts off with two truths and a lie. So during her two truths and a lie, she said that her famous aunt won a Peabody Award, and they didn't know what a Peabody Award was. So they were like, All the contestants, all the people were like, "What's a Peabody Award? What is that?" Everybody knew what a Grammy was, an Oscar, a Tony, an Emmy. Nobody seemed to know what a Peabody Award was. And I'm like, "Oh, these are babies? Are these are children? Like, y'all don't know a Peabody Award is for journalism? Huh. Hmm. Okay. Well, but yeah. So then we move on to Adam, and his two truths was a lie, or two truths and a lie was his relative was an actor, but then he later revealed that his relative was not an actor, but actually a singer. Saying he didn't want to sing during they had the talent show, so he didn't want to sing because he sounds just like his famous celebrity relative, so he didn't want to sing. Um, yeah, I don't have all the truth in the lie, but I'm just giving you what I got, what they gave me here on the article that I have. Um, Up next is Danny, who says that his celebrity relative is a wrestler and who has won a Grammy. Now, this one I think I know. I'm gonna save all my theories or who I think people are to the end of this episode, but this one I think I know. But I think I know 2 people, but after this episode, but for I think I know 2 people. I don't really know anybody else, so but I think I know 2 people, but I think I know Danny. I think I might know Danny's celebrity relative. But we'll move to Diedrich, and his 2 truths and a lie. He made the statement that, um, his uncle is one of the most famous and iconic people in the world. Mhm. And and then it's revealed that his relative is also a singer. Now, Diedrich had a little incident in this episode, and I'm just gonna talk about everybody and what happened in this episode with them. Well, we'll go to he had an incident at the end, and we'll talk about what happened with him. He might have slipped up a little bit. He might have slipped up a little bit at the end. Maybe he was trying and it could be he slipped up, or maybe he was trying to do that. I don't know. I don't know, but it's looking like he slipped up and that is going on. But, the next person is Gracie Lou. She sees that her relative is from a country music family. However, during her confessionals, she revealed that she's purposely lying about the background of her family to deter people from her actual identity. She says she is not from a country family, music family. That's not who she is, where she's from. And then she revealed later on in the show that her once they got the clue wall, that her clue was the duck. So, I think well, I know she might be part of the Duck Dynasty, but I don't know exactly who from the Duck, in the Duck Dynasty. And I'm not really I don't really know the Duck Dynasty people, so to be honest, so I couldn't tell you if she's part of the Duck Dynasty or not. But the fact that she said that the duck was her clue, it made it was interesting. But oh, how about that? The duck could be like the Aflac commercial, and one of the people who are a spokesperson from the Aflac commercial is Nick Saban from the Alabama football team, and she says she's from Tennessee. But I think he had some family in Tennessee. I think he has some folks in Tennessee and Florida. I mean, I live in Alabama, so we get these random Nick Saban facts for a long time. I mean, could be. I don't know. I'm not sure about her. I'm not sure about her. Could be Duck Dynasty, could be the Aflac, could be a part of it. But she said the duck was definitely her clue. So we move. We move. So then there's HUD. And HUD said that his celebrity relative is a singer with a Grammy. A lot of Grammys happening around here. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea about HUD. Won't even lie. Jill says that her celebrity relative is her grandfather, who is an actor and has won a People's Choice Award. Could be anybody. Could be anybody. Grandfather. Could be anybody. Up next is Mackenzie, and she says that her her father was a singer and he won a Tony Award, but she used the Tony Award to deter because that's her lie, and she said her is nowhere near Broadway. I'm thinking he probably won a Grammy or something, but she didn't want to say Grammy, so she said Tony. But she's revealed that that is the lie. I don't know. I don't know who she is either. Um, Miguel says that his relative is exceedingly famous, and he said his grandfather, but it's not his grandfather. That but he said that he's related to an Oscar-winning actor, and he made himself look he used a fake name to make himself look more Spanish than he is. So he wants people to think he's very Spanish, and um his um his relative is someone of Spanish descent. I once he said that, I was like, okay. Because everybody, of course, was like, and tell me about that is. Trying to think of all the Spanish actors who are extremely famous, won Oscars. And I'm like, I don't once he said he tried to make himself look more Spanish, I was like, okay. So I looked at him and I looked at him more and I was like, huh. To me, now I could be completely wrong. To me, I can see a little bit of Matthew McConaughey in his face, but I don't know. Then just trying to think of him with like lighter hair. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. That's just a guess. That's just a guess. Could be wrong. Um, Naomi. Um, she said her relative was her cousin, who was a singer and has won a Young Artist Award. Um, we'll talk more about her later because some things happened with her. And because of this episode, I think I know who she might be related to. Um, and then last but not least is Shane. Oh, you all can't see those names at the bottom, but it's okay. It's Shane. Um, he said his relative is an icon in Hollywood, and said that the talent during the talent show, his relative was great on stage and is potentially a stand-up comedian or an actor. Um, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know who he is related to, honestly. I don't know. I don't know. But Um, we get to the they everybody's come in, they do finish the two truths and a lie, they go into the house, realize that the no memory wall, I'm on a whole nother show. The clue wall is locked. And so they're like, do we have to go find a key? What do we do? So everybody's really just trying to talk to people to try to figure out these who everybody is, getting to know each other. Um, it's just, typical, just mingling, greeting people, getting to know everybody, finding where their rooms are, all that stuff. So then they find out that they're going to do a talent show. And the Jonas Brothers give them a little twist and let them know that you're not going to only have to do one talent. You're going to have to go to the back room where all these props are and pick out 3 talents total of something you can do with these props. Just figure it out. Give us a talent. We, and from if you've watched other seasons, you have the range of really good talent to really bad talent. Um, we had some decent talents. We had some hacky sacks going on. Um we had some singing going on. We had some painting going on. I am not going to sit here and say I remember everybody's talent who did every single thing. I don't remember everybody's talent. I do remember that Naomi got up there. Naomi is in the pink dress here if you're looking. She got up and she was trying to figure out what to do. She did her 2 talents, and the last one she decided to sing a part of Amazing Grace, and everybody was like, "Oh Lord. Oh Lord," because they having flashbacks from last season when old girl started to sing Amazing Grace and sounded horrible. I mean, horrible. It was bad. It was really bad. But everybody was trying to, just "Hmm, okay, let's give her a chance." So she starts to sing and she sounds decent. She sounds good. She sounds decent. And everybody's like, whew, okay, good. So she gets up and she finishes her song and everybody's like, yay, giving her cheers, giving her props. And then Gracie Lou goes after her and she's gonna sing. And she grabs the guitar and she starts singing, and it sounds really good. Like really good. And even Kevin and Frank were impressed. Franklin was impressed by her voice. And they're like, oh, wow. So she was like, I just want to do this because this is far away from like my celebrity relative. Like nobody would think that my celebrity relative is the singer. Um, and so she sounded really good. And so of course, the each contestant voted on ranked who they thought was best, who was worst. The bottom 2 would end up in the hot seat at the elimination and be vulnerable. And the winner would be um the winner would be safe for the week. So and get a clue about somebody. And we find out that the winner of this week is Gracie Lou. So yay to Gracie Lou, who got that. But the bottom 2 for the week was Miguel and Bianca. Because Miguel got up there and really just struggled. Just struggled. Just was stopping and like, it was a struggle for him. He didn't know what he was gonna do. His little poem of poetry just didn't go. And Bianca did a picture. She drew a picture and she did a painting and she just made a heart and said CF CTF on it. Like it was kind of lame. She's like, and she was like, I didn't think I'd be at the I didn't think she said, no, wouldn't go be at the top, but I didn't think I'd be at the bottom for my little, painting. It was just this is boring. It was but so Gracie Glue is going to get a clue about somebody in the house from the wine cellar. And when they get back to the house, Miguel starts to freak out. he starts to freak out. He's like, "Okay, I'm not gonna cry. 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 Oh my god, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry." He, he's freaking out, and I'm like, "What? What is happening?" Like, I, 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 I didn't know. I didn't know what was happening, but he was he was freaking out. He was freaking out, and he was, like, trying to get people first after he calmed himself down, stopped crying, he's like, "I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry on camera." I think it was Adam who went and checked on him and wanted to make sure he was okay, and he was just like, "I just don't wanna go home. I need to do this. I wanna be the man of my house. I wanna take care of my mom and make sure she's comfortable. She had a rough patch, and she went through so much, and my celebrity relative is the one who came and helped so she can get back on her feet, and I don't wanna have to have that happen again. I wanna be the one to make her life comfortable." So he's really taking this game very seriously. He really, really, really wants the $100,000. He's like, wh- I don't know what I just want to win. I just have to win. I just have to win. I can't be at the bottom. I can't. And so he's trying to rally votes that people will vote for Bianca instead of him. Bianca got her crew together to see if she can get people to vote for Miguel instead of her. And they really were, working trying to get people not to vote them to be the guesser. And but still Bianca was still trying to figure out if she was the guesser, who she would try to guess. And so she was talking to Gracie Lou, who they have become very fast friends in this house, and she was talking to Gracie Lou about her thoughts and maybe who she was thinking. And Miguel just happened to hear that, standing outside the door, being an eavesdropper and listening. And so when she mentioned that she probably would think that she possibly knew who Sean's, is it Sean? Was it Sean? Yeah, Shane, not Sean. Sorry, Shane. Shane's relative was. Miguel went and told Shane that Bianca is coming for him, and um, so that's what he heard, and so he was like, "Okay, well, that won't be good." Um, so he's still trying to convince people. I literally running through the house, going from room to room, talking to people. And at this point, Bianca was like, "Okay, I've talked enough. I'm just gonna go lay down for a bit." While Miguel is running around trying to get people to vote for him or vote for her instead of him. Um, then we get Gracie Lou going down to the wine cellar to get the clue. She was trying to decide whose clue she was going to get. She ended up landing on Naomi's clue, and and so she went to get Naomi's clue, and this is the clue. I'll show you the clue from Naomi, and it was you pretty much got the first part off. Um, Brat, she said, Brat Pack, Brat Pack, Brat Pack. So she got Brat Pack, and so the clue itself was it says the Brat Pack princess in the, and I was like, is this the Breakfast Club? In the Breakfast Club, the Brat Pack princess in the Breakfast Club. That's what I got. I don't know if that is correct, but we do know who was in the Brat Pack in the 80s era, what those who know, and I know who was in the Brat Pack in the 80s era, and especially in the Breakfast Club, is it was two women who could be the Brat Pack princesses, which is Molly Ringwald or Demi Moore. And I think she's related to Molly Ringwald. Now, if other people will figure that out, who knows? I don't know. But I was like, okay, okay, this clue means something. But Gracie Luke kept it to herself. She didn't tell anybody. And Miguel even asked her, um, who'd you get? Whose clue did you get? And she was like, I'm gonna keep that close to my chest, though. I'm not gonna say anything. Which is smart because all he was gonna do was run back and tell the person that you pulled their clue. So, um, it was so she got the clue. She figured out half of it. She didn't figure out the whole thing. And so by this time it's time to go down to the elimination, and Bianca and Miguel are standing to, well, they're in the hot seat and everybody has to go vote in the voto booth. Everybody goes to vote, and when the vote comes back, it's literally one vote between that separates the two of them. And it came down to Bianca being chosen to be the guesser, and um she chose Shane, just like she said. And once she chose Shane, pulled Shane up with her most educated guess that she could possibly have in a few days of knowing him. And she said Forrest Whitaker. And so, of course, they rolled the screens, countdown gets to one, and the screen evaporates, and she is eliminated. Forrest Whitaker is not Shane's relative. And so she is eliminated, and then they reveal um who her celebrity relative is, and it is the strong, triumphant, most beautiful Robin Roberts of Good Morning America, who won a Peabody for her journalism award, for her journalism. And so we get a cute video from Robin congratulating her niece Bianca, and then Bianca talks about Robin and how strong she is and how amazing she is and how great she is. And it was funny because Kevin was like, Robin is such a friend to the Jonas family. I should have known that, but he didn't. And so everybody was happy and giving her props. Was sending her off. People were crying. Her and Grace Lou had a moment because they were besties in the house. Everybody was sad to see her go, but Bianca is eliminated and she is gone from the house. First person eliminated. But that is that. That is um Claim to Fame episode 1. And yeah. I'll be back next week to talk more Claim to Fame. We'll be back to talk more Claim to Fame episode 2 next week. But hit the subscribe button on your way out. Hit the subscribe and the notification bell. Subscribe to all of our channels. All those links will be in the description below. Subscribe to our audio podcast channel as well. And, subs- and subs- ugh, join our Patreon to get exclusive content and early access from all 4 channels. Also, follow us on our socials at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And you can follow me if you'd like on Twitter, and my Instagram is right there if you want. And always, forever, don't forget to get your cup merch, period. And we will be back tomorrow or next week talking more claim to fame. And we'll see you later. Cheers. Cheers.
I should have more camera time. 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 I should have more camera